Alright everybody, Geordie Paul back here for another video. Currently having to watch Barbie. Anyway, God help me. Hello everybody, it's Geordie Paul here. After a Barbie experience I have had to lie down. Anyway, as you can see, shelf number 3 is empty. I'm ready to go. So let's crack on with the show and let's see what Blu-rays and films I've got to show you in my collection from shelf number 3. Barbie, man, Christ's sake. Okay then, shelf number 3. I have 2 large columns of Blu-rays here, so let's crack on. Like I said in previous videos, some of them are alphabetical order, some of them are not. So hang tight, Mr. OCD or Mrs. OCD out there, this may hurt. So anyway, let's go. Number 1, Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, 7. The sleeve, but with the normal artwork underneath it. Great film. I think there's very few dodgy or crap films in my collection, I'll be honest with you. If they are, I watch them and I get them sold straight away. So, there you go. Number 2, Shawshank Redemption. There's nothing much more you can say about this except it's brilliant. The guy who did it is obviously Frank Darabont, who also did The Walking Dead. So there you go. Universal Soldier is one of my personal favourites from the 90s. We have the Texas Chainsaw 3D and the second sight. Is it second sight? Yes, it is second sight release of Texas Chainsaw Massacre there. We have the Taken trilogy. The first one's still the best. I just love them. To be fair, the wife actually likes these and she hates films. So figure that one out, because I haven't. And then we can go with this. We'll do this one in order. So we have The Terminator. Terminator 2 Judgment Day 3D. I didn't get the 4K of this because it's supposed to be a crap transfer, so I'm not going to waste some money on that. I did get a free US iTunes code for the 4K, so I do have it if I want digitally, depending on streaming speeds, but I've got 3D one. Salvation and Genesis. This not 3D, this one 3D. I don't mind any of them, and I don't own Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines because I think that's the worst one of the lot. Personal opinion, so don't shoot the messenger. We have the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, Blu-ray only. Didn't get any special editions for this one. This was like a £5 or £6 in CX at the time. Upgraded my DVDs, I think I had these. So yeah, so that's that collection. And then the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, 3D. Again, I've got no problems with any of the Spider-Man films. Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland. They're all good, to be honest. No qualms at all with any of them. RoboCop remake, which is not as bad as everybody said it was. I enjoyed it. I own the Arrow edition of the original. Had the Blu-ray, the 25th or whatever anniversary it was of it. Sold that and got the Arrow one. But yeah, it's got a lenticular sleeve. Quite happy with that one. Another one, Pandorum. Great film. If you've never seen it, give it a watch. It's got Dennis Quaid, is it? Yeah, Dennis Quaid and Ben Foster in it, yeah. Cracking film. Definitely worth a watch. If you haven't watched it or haven't heard of it, Google it. Have a look into it. Definitely recommend it. The Rolfie recommendation, that one. Night at the Museum, the 3 movie collection. It was only a £5 on eBay. Can't complain. The prequel, The Thing, of the same name of the sequel, The Thing. Not as good, obviously, ever is going to be as the John Carpenter classic. But I don't mind this. And I do like it at the end, how it completes, how it kind of merges and then goes into the original. I like that. Shutter Island. Watched it once, wasn't a big fan. Bought it again to watch and double check, see what I thought of it was in the second review. Haven't watched it again yet, but that's on my to-do list. The Strangers, another one of my favourites. Really like this one. And I had to get the German import of The Strangers Pray at Night. This never got a UK Blu-ray release, so I had to get it imported. Unfortunately, there are no subtitles, as in English subtitles on it. It is an English spoken language, But with the kids at night time, I have to have sometimes have the volume down on low on the telly. So if they're crying, I need to go into them. So sometimes I put the subtitles on as opposed to have it blaring. But yeah, no UK or English subtitles on the German import. I have the Stanley Kubrick collection, which of course is Lolita, Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Shut, and a documentary. I also have The Shining on 4K. I've never watched 2001: Space Odyssey. There you go, I've said it. I have it, so I can watch it, but I don't know why. Because I really like A Clockwork Orange, I love The Shining, and I love Full Metal Jacket. I haven't watched Eyes Wide Shut, and I haven't watched Barry Lyndon or Lolita either, but I own them. This is something that will not be sold, because I love Stanley Kubrick's Shining and the other ones. So yeah, so don't kill me, all right? Don't hurt me. I haven't seen 2001: A Space Odyssey. Hold my hands up. This one was recommended to me by a friend. I haven't watched it yet. Again, a cheap CX edition. So that's, again, on the watch list. Guy Ritchie's Sherlock Holmes and Sherlock Holmes 2, a book of Game of Shadows even. I love these. Nothing more to say about that. Love them. Everyone's probably seen them. If they haven't, watch them. They're good. Silent Hill and Silent Hill Revelation. Is it Revelation? Yeah, 3D. Never really played the PlayStation game, but I enjoyed them. And then we have Star Trek Into Darkness and Star Trek Beyond. So when I got all these, they all did come with digital codes, and I have redeemed them. But at the time I wasn't really into my digital stuff, but now I am. I've gone into them and they've all been updated into 4K. So I don't really need to do the Calvin Timeline trilogy in 4K and buy them physical, because I've got them on my Apple. So, okay, let's get on with the second column, second shelf of Blu-rays. So, Underwater, Kristen Stewart. No UK Blu-ray release. I got the German one, because you can see it's got on the other flip, it's got the German certificate on there. I love that film. It's very, very good. Only watched it once, bought it again. Yeah, there you go. Prisoners, very good film. Definitely recommend it. If you haven't seen it, see it. Really good. Right, okay, so we're in shelf 3. So I don't know why D's in here for Dracula, but Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves, Anthony Hopkins, and what's his name again? Forgot it. Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder. Very good. The Nice Guys. Haven't seen this since the cinema. Very good. Again, like I said, majority of my films I like. There's very few in here which I'm going to turn around and say they're rubbish. This one many people think is rubbish. I quite like it. The 4K is excellent. I kept this because it's 3D. So there you go. I have got Pacific Rim Uprising, but the Blu-ray came with the 4K as well as the 3D, so that's a 3-disc set. So only got this one on the Blu-ray section. Social Network. Randomly, another film I went to see with the wife, and she enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I didn't know until I shouldn't say that it was directed by David Fincher, so I liked it even more. Classic war film, Platoon, brilliant. Willem Dafoe, Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger, really, really good. We have Sin City and Sin City 2. Had to get a 3D one of this one. And there's a lot of boobage in this one from Ava Green. Not so much boobage in that one, but this, oh my god, a lot of boobs. Which is always good in my opinion. We have, next bit, Resident Evil The Final Chapter, 3D. Resident Evil Retribution, 3D. The Resident Evil collection, so that's the first 4. But Afterlife I bought separately because it is in here because I wanted the 3D version of them. So that's the complete Resident Evil I have on Blu-ray. Another one of my cheeky little likes is the Resident Evil. Love the games. They are pretty rubbish, but they are a little guilty pleasure. National Treasure 1 and 2 with good old KG. A recent pickup of mine, the Cloverfield 3 movie collection. I loved the first one. One of the first Blu-rays I got imported was Cloverfield. Went to see 10 Cloverfield Lane. Didn't like it the first time. Really liked it the second time. And The Paradox I haven't watched again since I watched it on Netflix. But yeah, I enjoyed that. This was only about, I think that's about 10 quid or something, or just less. So happy with that. And then we have which I had on originally on DVD but had to upgrade, which is the Scream trilogy. I think I went to see every single one of the Screams, including the fourth actually, at the cinema. I saw the first one, I think, when I was at uni, back in 98, 99, can't remember. But yeah, love them. I haven't watched them in a while, so I might start watching them again soon. Personal favourite of mine, Prometheus. I do have the 4K, but I just love this because it's 3D, excellent. And then the final set is a little collectors. So we have, collection even, we have Predator 3D with a nice slip, normal slip underneath. Then we have Predator 2, which I quite like, really, really good. Another film that Bill Paxton is in and gets killed. Predators, it's alright. It's not brilliant, but it's not rubbish. Then we have The Predator. I was thinking about getting this in 4K because I thought the picture might be good, but I haven't really decided on that yet. Only watched it the once, needs a rewatch. We'll go from there. And then AVP, Alien vs Predator and Alien vs Predator 2 Requiem. I do like both of them. For some reason, I prefer Requiem to the first one. I don't know why. So I need to rewatch them back to back again, see if my preference changes. But yeah, so the AVP double bill. So that's it. That's the end of shelf collection number 3 of my Blu-rays. I believe there is one more shelf to go, and that's about it. Then that'll be all my collection over. So yeah, so thanks again for watching. Thanks again for subscribing. Likes, dislikes, comments, bring them on. Hopefully when we'll get to 100 subscribers, there'll be another giveaway. I'm looking at, again, still looking into what the prices may be. I'm hoping it'll be a box set, but you lucky people may get a 4K. And if so, I'll have to decide what it's going to be. But yeah, thanks again. Keep the comments coming. I love getting the feedback, and I love the YouTube community that I'm now in. I am shortly doing a collaboration review with a few other YouTubers. I've recorded mine and it's ready to go. It's just on hold until everybody else is ready and done theirs. But yeah, that's it. Another video done. Sunday afternoon. Geordie Paul checking out. Have a good one.